What's up, YouTube? We are back. I'm your host, Malfunction. Welcome to Breaking Trauma and Healing. Today, I have a good tip for you guys. It's not really a tip. I mean, it's a tip, but it's more of like things that have helped me out. Get my life into balance. Since the last video was keeping and finding balance in your life. And in order to keep it, you gotta have it. And so I'm just gonna tell you guys some stuff that basically helps me keep my stuff in balance, okay? And hopefully it helps you. But today, the most thing that I found, especially on this journey, is like the most thing that I found. There's two sides of this thing. It's the first side where it's you need to move your body. Like you need to go exercise. You need to go walk. You need to go ground yourself. You got to do something outside. You have to do something outside with nature. Have to. Like that's a must. That's the first thing. And then also, you have to be by yourself. Calm, quiet environment. At least this is what's helped me out with balance. Especially like if I get overwhelmed with a job or if I get overwhelmed with everyday life, everyday living. I'm trying to tell you, it is super duper hard. When you're trying to get into a habit and trying to get into a good balance of your life and having a balance in your life, like I didn't know what that looked like. So like what was wrong with me at first was I was hanging out with the homies too much. I was smoking weed too much. I was going out and thinking about females too much. I wasn't thinking about a job. I was calling off all the time. I was trying to chill with the homies because one, I thought the homies were going to be able to make money as a unit, right? That was where my first flawed thinking is. Two, I thought everybody was going to be loyal when we were trying to do and accomplish this one goal, and they weren't. And then three, I just figured out like if it's not working and I've been doing this for the last 6 years, I need to change something up. And so I just started changing things up. And having balance can mean a lot of things. It can mean the gym. It can mean having balance away from certain people that are just very toxic or very energy draining. It could be balance from your work life. It could be balance from a spouse or even balance from your kids. You know, your kids don't think that you are around a lot. Well, you know, try to do things that will implement them more often. Like, hey guys, let's go do this. Let's go, you know. And I'm just spitballing here because I don't have a kid yet. But I'm just thinking of what I would do if my kid said like, yo, you're not really around that much. You know, I would definitely try to include them more. But it's a balance. Everything's a balance. And when you like to do the things that you want while you're doing the things you don't want, that's a balance right there. Like, I love hitting the gym. Sometimes I hate it though, but it's a balance. I know those days that I hate the gym are the days that the gym helps me out the most. When I'm really sitting there in a funk and I'm like, yo, I don't want to go to the gym. Like, I don't want to do it. There's a couple things I think about to motivate myself. But like David Goggins said, you have to play mind games with your mind. So if you think you're going to just, so like an example he gave was, my mind starts getting comfortable and shit. And he's like, as soon as I get comfortable and the first time I say it in my head, oh yeah, I'm not going to run today. He's like, I put on my shoes and I trick my brain and I start running. And then when I start running, I'm like, oh, this isn't bad. My brain says something else like, oh, I'm only going to run 2 miles today. He's like, as soon as my brain did that, all right, good. We're going to run 5 miles today instead of 2. Like, and it's just training yourself. It's getting to know who you are. you know, and even meditation is a balance. I love meditation because it cancels out the noise of the world. It doesn't make you it clears up your depression, it clears up your anxiety, it clears up your doubt and your worry and your fear. Like, I had a big fear of dying early. Like, I had a huge fear of dying earlier than I am supposed to, or in my 20s or whatever, man. And what I did to help me gain my confidence back is I started meditating. Of course, I started eating as well, right as well. I started drinking Kangen water for like 6 months. I started eating right, celery juice. I started doing the medical medium smoothie cleanse early in the mornings. First thing in my stomach, I start taking my vitamins. I do chlorophyll. Like, I'm doing a lot of things to help my body out, right? But that's balance. I didn't know this 2 years ago. I knew about it. I knew, like, ooh, CMOS, ooh, meditation, ooh, what you are what you eat. I knew that, but I had to do research. And it's a balance, man. It's a balance of finding who you are and then slowly changing that over time of who you are. Like, I'm no longer the person that I was 6 years ago, let alone 6 months ago. And a lot of people have left my life because of it, and I left a lot of other people's lives because of it. But it's a balance. Without that, I don't think I would be able to grow. I'd still be that same person I was 6 months to a year ago. Still falling in bad patterns, still not doing what I'm saying that I'm going to be doing, you know. And I feel like that's where it has to have a change, you know. If I can't change the other people, then the best thing that I can change is obviously myself. And if they can't understand that I'm changing for the better, then they're not for me, and they're not for you. Like, if we're not helping each other on a collective mind, build each other up, help make each other money, be loyal to each other, actually build a community around success, then I don't want it, you know? I don't want it. If some of the people that I personally know can't come to me and ask me and humiliate themselves enough to be like, yo, how can I get started? Like I had to my mentors. Like, bro, like, it's a balance, man. I got so tired of one side going like this and everything that I want's over here. But everything that I don't want's weighing me down. It's like, I don't want that, right? So I slowly but surely, I just started making changes. And eventually, I mean, I'm right here right now. And I still have a lot to go. But I know I've been where I've been, and I know where I want to go, and I know what I have to change. And it's nobody. I don't have to change anybody else. I have to change. I don't have to change you. The people I don't have to change you. I'll change me. That's the balance. I'm going to change me. And if you roll with it, you adapt to it, then so be it. If you don't, so be it. That's how I'm looking at situations. That's how you should look at situations. You know? And not like in a point where it's like, oh, I'm not going to use this person. It's going to be a mutual, you know what I mean, a mutual agreement between both parties. It's going to be, I'm going to do this, you're going to do that, and we know where we're both coming from. We know the playing field. Example like David. David and I have a really good relationship. We know what we want, you know. We might not know how we're going to get it, but we know what we want. We know we're going to keep working at it. Same thing with me and my homie Colton. Cohen's been fucking grinding for like 4 years on this shit, bro. Like, video every day, 4 years. Like, that's the kind of people I want on my team. People that grind. People that want to see me grind. People that want to see me at the top with them. Like, that's just how I feel it. And it's a balance, you know? If you know something's not resonating with you, don't do it. But if you know it is, then do it. I had a conversation with David last night about this, man. If you feel it with your heart, do it. If you think it first and not feel it, don't do it. It was a deeper subject than what this is, but the baseline is if you feel it before before the thought crosses your head and you feel it. Like today, I'll give you an example. I had a thought to pay this person's groceries in the store. She only had like 3 things, but in my head, I'm over here buying stuff. And in my head, the first thing that came, and I felt it, I said, pay for her shit. I didn't hesitate. I looked at the cashier, I was like, oh yeah, I'll take these 2. That's the kind of energy and frequencies that I'm trying to resonate with. I'm just trying to resonate with those good vibrations and the people that are on those good vibrations. That's my balance. If you're not there, you're not around me. And it's not a judgment thing, man. It's more of a protecting myself so I can continue to grow. Same thing that you guys should be on. You guys should be on protecting your energies so you guys can grow. That's as simple as I could put it, man. Simple as I could put it. But this is your boy Malfunction. I appreciate you guys for always sticking around, listening to me. Breaking trauma and healing is not an easy task, so I appreciate you guys for being warriors and sticking with it. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love y'all. Have a good day. Make sure you bring somebody a good smile, because those are free. And make sure you love yourself, because that's free as well. And learn about yourself, man. Meditation means to become familiar with. Become familiar with your temple. All right? I'm out, guys. Peace.